Okay, so we are with my dealer synergy, some of my dealer synergy analysts, L.A. Williams, and we are on the phone with Justin. So Justin, basically we're talking about is the phone process. And I said, what are you looking to accomplish with the phone process? What was the last answer you just gave me?
Making the customer feel good about wanting to do business with us.
Yeah, and that's great, and that's going to happen, but how? Okay, you see, that and this is very important, everybody, because if you don't have the proper end result in mind, you're never going to achieve it, or you're not going to be able to achieve profound greatness with that. Do you see what I'm saying? So, Justin, what we're trying to do on the phone is the following. We're trying to identify our prospects' wants, wishes, needs, expectations. Dr. Covey's fifth habit is seek first to understand and then to be understood. So again, that's our primary focus on the phones, is to qualify the prospect. The secondary protocol is to, after you've identified their wants, wishes, and expectations, is to meet them. After you've met those expectations, right, then what? You need to exceed them, and how can you exceed them is through the value package proposition. So now, team, so what happened is when I was talking to Justin, he started going on this, this long thing about the truck itself. So when we went to step 4, Justin, just pick up from step 4.
Okay.
The way you were doing it, not the way you're supposed to do it, just the way you were doing it.
Okay. What do you plan to use the truck for? What are your needs and wants with the truck?
Well, you know what? I want to, basically excavate, old, decrepit coffins, and I want to turn around and I want to put them on my truck, and I want to drive them around, and I want to, then I'm going to find another hole, and I'm going to put them back in there. I'm going to go find some more dead coffins. I mean, do you get what I'm getting at?
Yeah, absolutely.
What I'm getting at, people, is it doesn't freaking matter. It's open-ended. This is the way step 4 should be. Orlando, okay? I'm going to start from step 3. I'm calling about your internet purchase request on the 2013 Dodge Ram 1500. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. It says here that you're looking for that with an extended cab. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay. 4-wheel drive?
Yeah, it could be 4-wheel drive.
Okay. You said, help me out here. You don't have to have it, but...
No, I don't have to have it, but I would prefer it.
Okay. Not a problem. Perfect. It says here your first color choice is black. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Just so I know, what is your second color choice?
If not black, then I definitely like the blue.
Okay, well, I got great news for you. Both of those vehicles are definitely available.
Okay.
So stop. Okay, do you see this? I'm not asking really big open-ended questions. I'm basically asking affirmation questions. It says you're looking for this. Is that correct? Yes. It says that you want this. Yes. You're looking for this. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. For a couple reasons, I'm leading the conversation. I'm remaining in control of the conversation. If I'm asking questions, specific questions, like yes or no questions, I'm in extreme control of the conversation. If I turn around and ask, what is the purpose of this truck, what am I not in control? Because they could go on, and I used an exaggerated analogy of the dead bodies, but it was, it's my point. It could be anything. Like, is it really relevant? Absolutely not. And it takes you off your steps. Get LA.
No, I was going to say, Justin, ask the question that you normally ask when I say that to you.
Wait, what?
Ask the question you normally ask. Normally, don't you say something about, oh, well, we don't have all that information, things like that. What do you?
I'm not sure. I'm not.
Okay, so normally coordinators tell me that, well, we don't have all of that information, so I don't have anything to confirm.
Oh, yeah. That usually is the case.
Okay, then here, watch. I don't have any information right now either. Here's the reality.
Here's why I was handling it. I did. To be honest, I kind of ran with the original theme with Carter, how he was comparing all the different models. Usually when I asked him, what you plan to use the truck for, I understand exactly what you mean, how he kind of go off on a tangent and start rambling. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, no, here, to be specific, but LA, that's a great thing because I want other coordinators to see this too. What happens is, in step 4, when you're pacing the conversation, some of the coordinators say, well, we don't have that information, and then they get confused or what have you. It's just basic common sense. I mean, no disrespect by this, but it's common sense. I can't even remember the last time they made a vehicle that doesn't have power doors, power locks, and power, mirrors or what have you. Or maybe mirrors, but power doors and power locks at least. So that's one that you've got right there. Hey, it says here that you're looking for the 2013 Dodge Caravan. Is that correct? Somebody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and it says here that you're looking for power doors, power locks. Correct? Yes. Okay, and it also says here that you are looking for a sunroof. Is that right?
Yeah.
You are? And if you said no? Not a problem. Do you see what I'm saying? It's either yes or no. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the ultimate thing. In LA, this is something I want you to really, really reinforce to your clients and, Orlando and everybody else on the team is that, guess what? over 80% of people that submit an internet purchase request are going to buy something different. Again, so over 80% of people that submit an internet purchase request are going to buy something different. So it's not really, we're not really looking for, the absolute mecca answer. I'm not even using step 4 to really scope out the car. To be honest with you, not that I emotionally don't care, but I business don't care what they're looking for, because the reality is that what they're looking for, over 80% of the people by the time they come into the dealership are not going to buy that. Why? And here's the legitimate truth: because they might be upside down in the trade, they can't afford the car, their credit is banged up, the vehicle's not available, or they've changed their mind. And I got one even better. LA, what is the hardest part of an internet coordinator's job?
Getting somebody on the phone.
Okay, it's getting somebody on the phone. So let's say we finally get somebody on the phone. What is the reality of getting somebody on the phone? It is roughly about an 11 to 14% connection ratio on the phones. So we finally got somebody on the phones, and now from there it's about a 25 to 33% appointment conversion rate on the phones. So now we just made an appointment with them. It's roughly about 50 to 60% of people that you actually make appointments with are actually going to show up. And out of the people that actually show up, about 42 to 50% of those people are actually going to buy an automobile. Oh, and by the way, the people that actually buy an automobile, over 80% of them are going to buy something different. Now, by the way, Justin, that's just freestyle out of my head. I don't even have anything on my desk. You'll see all the clutter on my desk right now. And that's how crazy it is. I'll go over the numbers again. You have an 11 to 14% connection ratio, 25 to 33% appointment made ratio. You've got basically about a 50 to 60 plus percent appointment show ratio. You've got between a 42 and a 50% selling ratio. Oh, and the people you sell to, over 80% are going to buy something different than they scoped out. So again, it's really not about the vehicle, what they're going to use the vehicle for, any of that stuff. Then why the hell we're talking about it? Okay, the reason why we're talking about it is because we're pacing the conversation. That's all we want to do, is that when the first 1, 2, and 3 steps of dealer synergy process is basic phone etiquette 101. Basically, all it is again, greeting, asking permission to speak, stating purpose of the call, and then in this section, we're basically pacing the conversation. During this section, we want the prospect to get used to the sound of our voice. At this section, we want them to feel comfortable that we're professionals. We're not just like, come on down, you know what I mean? Let's get her done. You know what I mean? It's not like that. We're trying to be as professional as possible. Now, okay, but don't be over professional. Don't be over analytical, because you don't want to get lost in applesauce, so to speak. It's not really the most imperative thing. It is just a pit stop, if you will. Make sense?
Absolutely, yeah.
And you always want to end the step 4 with the color. Okay, so it says here you're looking for black. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, and just so I know, what is your second color choice? Say again? Blue. I got great news for you, Justin. Both those vehicles are definitely available. Now stop. Let's say you don't have a color on the screen. There's no listing, because your coordinator might say, I don't know what the color is. It doesn't say. Then just make something up. Just say, hey, listen. Do you prefer light or dark colors?
Yeah.
Okay, dark. Okay, great. So you like black, or would you prefer, dark blue? I like either one of them. Great. Well, both of those vehicles are definitely available. It's not that deep. It's not quantum physics.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah, of course.
You want to give them little choices.
I definitely use those types of things to my advantage, certain customers, yeah.
Okay, now question for you. Once you get through that, I want to just spend a couple more minutes, and then we're not going to take a lot of your time, because I think this is pretty strong here that we got out of this. I want to go over the rebuttal section. Let's go to step 5. Do me a favor. Demonstrate step 5, Justin, quick and loud.
Let me ask you a quick question, Sean. Have you ever bought a vehicle on the internet before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I'm back.
Okay, so that's step 5. You're right. Now, step 6 is going to be when you identify expectations. Okay, so what were you looking to accomplish by going online, Justin? Price. Let's just do this price thing. And here's the reason why. Okay, because almost everybody is looking for price. However, only 20% of people are solely price motivated. Okay? So there might be a ton of people that say, when you ask that question, quick question for you, what are you looking to accomplish by going online? They might say, well, I'm looking for the best price. Okay, boom. So what would you say? What's your instant rebuttal?
Well, of course, price is obviously the most important thing here. I mean, it's a very expensive product. I promise you, I didn't think I could get you the absolute best price. I would never imagine you'd want to do business with us, no?
That was good, except that you're not supposed to say, I promise to get you the absolute best price. Okay, it's the best deal. If they ask for price, you give them a deal, because you never want to lie to your prospects, and I'm not trying to give them the lowest price. That's not what I'm in the business for. I'm not in the business of giving deals away.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
You always want to keep that integrity. What did you say before? You want to get people to have a great experience. So to do that, you get people like you, trust you, and believe you. To get people like you, trust you, and believe you, you got to be honest and sincere, right?
Yeah, I think I'm one of the most brutally honest coordinators ever, and I think it often, almost always works into my favor at the end. Like, you know.
Okay, but semantics. Words are very important. Just like I would never say we have that vehicle available or that vehicle is in
Yeah.
stock. There's a difference, and there's a real reason why we say, you know, I got great news. That vehicle is definitely available because I'm not inferring possession. I'm not saying that I have that vehicle. Same thing with the price thing. So, you know, especially someone that has an integrity-based, you know, selling process on the phone, you don't want to, you know, say, I'm going to give you the best price because that means that, you know, to them that you're going to give them the lowest price. I'm not trying to give them the lowest price. Never ever is that my vocabulary.
Yeah.
And if I ever do that, then you know what you do? You get the stakes and you burn me because I don't want to live.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
he said, right, I'm going to burn you myself. You guys caught that, right? All right, Justin, I see where you're going with this. So, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this. I'm going to go over to the next video, okay?